Hello there, my fellow Northern Governors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Roman Triumph. Episode 6, A Thriving Roman City. I kind of feel bad that I've been mining iron and literally have nowhere to put it. Because stockpiles are cheap, I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of stockpiles just so that we have somewhere to put extra stone, wood, and iron that we're not using. There isn't really a penalty to run a bunch of stockpiles. I mean, stockpile upkeep doesn't even have upkeep, so it's just space, and it's not like I'm restricted by space even a little bit right now. I do need to max out that clay pit, though. So even though we have a tax rate of 2.5%, we have a 60% happiness, which is pretty good. The bonus to culture and recreation has now been calculated, and the arena is rocking, which is awesome. What to research next, now that baking is almost done? So if you continue wanting for me to research food, I would probably go sheep farming so that I can get safe hunting and pig farming and better, I don't know. For houses, insulation upgrade for better houses, industry. I would go with safe or quarry tools, services and religion, maybe arena safety so that people don't die in the arena, or possibly even altar. And then city defense, I would do barracks, so that I have access to more troops and the like. So now we have baking. Let's get a bakery up, and the bakery is going to allow us to turn the bread into something a little bit more nourishing. Plop that. Looks to me like industry seems to be a popular choice, so I'm going to start to research quarry tools. Because I'd like to be able to source all the stone that we need for our colony's upkeep within the walls of the colony, rather than have to go out to this quarry up there. Ceres, you want a festival. Let's do one for her. There you go. My favorite with her was drop it a little bit. So it should be back to climbing. And I'm almost out of vacant beds. Whoops. Because of the lovely immigration surge that we had. So adding some new housing choices here. So one of the things that we're going to need to do for bakery eventually is bakery does require tools to process wheat into bread. So it's a huge net positive, and it also adds health. But we aren't currently manufacturing tools. We have a lot of tools that just we have as a result of, you know, quests and rewards and the like. But at some point we are going to need to get blacksmithing. So perhaps after I get quarry tools, I'm going to queue up blacksmithing so that we can start to manufacture tools to support our bakery industry. I forgot to have mentioned that, but yeah, that is a requirement. It also might not be a bad idea to employ another hunter for Hunter Hut. Well, no, we'll probably end up getting sheep and pig farming. I'm going to hold off on that. Just because I'm looking at our diet, and mostly it's like grain and cabbage with some fish. And having a little bit more variety would be nice, but bread will be part of that variety as well pretty soon. I have a lot of available workers, like 17 workers that aren't doing anything. So I think what I'll do is This is a little risky, but I'm gonna upgrade more of the walls, employing workers to get brick defenses, hoping that like a raid doesn't happen in the direction. If it does, I'll start to panic and prioritize upgrading the defenses in that direction. But I did see that we had a bunch of idle workers, and I don't really want idle workers because, you know, that does no one any good, so I'll try to keep a whole bunch of city construction projects active so that they have something to do. But without further ado, let's hire bakers. So I'm going to raise the bakers up to like just above the barkeep, and they are now baking wheat into bread, and you'll see a bit of a bonus to health here as well. So we're at health like 73, should be climbing as a result of that added bread to our diets. After we get the better quarry tools, what do you want thereafter? So taking a look at the options again. For food, probably sheep farming, so that we can start to source meat within our walls. Houses and monuments, maybe go with insulation upgrade for better houses. Industry, I would go with blacksmithing, as I mentioned before. Services, possibly work towards arena safety so that we can eventually get theater, which is really good for culture. And then city defense, barracks. Okay, quarry tools are now done. Both inside the wall quarries are now active, and then I'm going to start employing. I'm going to choose the bountiful harvest to this. Okay, cool. So our quarries are... They got the enhanced quarry tools to get more production per month per quarry person, and our net, we are now in net positive stone as a result. And almost the entire western wall is now, oh, there we go. Fortuitously, the next attack is coming in from the north. So, let's go ahead and get this section of the wall upgraded to brick. But it looks like most of our northern walls are going to be brick in time to thwart the enemies. I might not jump for this section. And then, likewise, some scorps. So it's 32 barbarians, 19 berserkers. Shouldn't be too bad. And you guys want some industry. Cool. So, blacksmithing. Consider it done. Because, yeah, we're going to run out of tools if we don't get that. Doing some food sacrifice to Ceres and to Venus, because I have plenty of workers that can work these farms to replace the food that we used. Health hasn't moved very much, and I think that's because we like used up all the fish that we had. Better hooks and nets would boost that a little bit. I'm curious if I can't squeeze... Oh, I don't have the gold. Can't squeeze in one more, like, fishing somewhere. Just to be able to, like, maximize the amount of bonus that we get. Also, I'm going to raise this section of the wall, the brick wall, up to highest priority. Out of fear, and then also the scorpions even higher than that. Because we need to start focusing on the attack to the north. So the current priority right now is defend from the north. So we've got those berserkers are no joke. They're pretty strong footmen. So we're definitely going to want the base upgrades to the north to be as good as they can be. The left pond for the north fishery. Yeah, I bet I could fit one in here. Yeah, there we go. It was blue for a second. Yeah, there's the final fishery. It might be able to fit in here as well, if I had the gold for it. Oh, yeah, there we go. I like it. More fish, less grain. More balanced diet. At some point, I might need, like, a second bakery, too. I realize. Okay, another blessing. Immigration on the left, divine protection on the right, or choose in 4 months. Ceres and Venus love me, apparently. Alright, we're going to go with divine protection, protecting us from diseases and the like. Citizens will have 1.5 times stronger immunity. Wow, that's even stronger divine protection than last time. Last time it was 1.2. Now it's 1.5. Bountiful Harvest is a little bit less. It was like 27%, now it's 25%. I don't really know what affects those numbers, but a bonus is a bonus, right? So, we did get blacksmith research going. And I'll set a blacksmith up, let's say, right next to our iron mine. That seems a reasonable spot as any. And then next research... I don't recall pulling. So I'll pull. Food would be sheep farming. Houses would be insulation. Industry would be safe mining, perhaps? Or safe quarrying? Safe something. Services and religion would be arena safety, working towards theater, and then city defense would be barracks. I'm glad to see that they're actively working on these walls, because I was a little worried that they weren't going to be able to get them done in time. And I'm going to get 4 more tier 2 sword legionaries trained before the berserkers come. Chest kind of split? Yeah, it is. I mean, there are a lot of good options. I don't blame you at all. Is this somewhere no one can get to? Yeah, this is an island, isn't it? I mean, procedurally generated terrain makes sense. That there'd be spaces that are untraversable. Maybe, I don't have the roadmap memorized. Maybe tunnels when bridges are part of the roadmap? I don't know. Time will tell. I'll check out the roadmap at the end of the stream so you guys see what's on the development schedule. Did I build the hospital? Yes, it's right here. That is largely affecting the positive weight for health. So our health is up to 74, which is pretty good. A lot of that is availability of cabbage, fish, and bread, which adds a lot of health plus the hospital. Those are the major factors. Oops. Crud. What did I blow up? I misclicked. Brickworks, I think? If only there was a prompt of, do you really want to be stupid? I would have picked no. I was trying to click on the UI elements and just blow up my own. Eh, well. Okay, I'll queue up a housing bonus. I'll be the tiebreaker here. So we're going to go with insulation upgrade, which then leads to like luxury housing and villas. I think it should be pretty handy to get nice houses. And the walls are getting done like hours before the barbarians show up. Oh my god. Please. Please. Do it. I just forced... So there's a button here which is like double max builders. Forcing an insane amount of builders to go build. Because I need... Okay, there it goes. Woo! I hadn't used that option until now because I didn't think I needed it, but having... If it's not completed, it's not blocking them. So having one partially built wall would be pretty devastating. There we go. Big fight at my doorstep. Oh, shoot. I don't have any scorpion operators. Or tower operator archers. Well, fixing that. Let's fight out there to buy us time. At least we have better walls. And this time they're not like walking through our walls. Alright, we did lose one legionary. I'm gonna have them fall back. This was mostly just buying time. Alright, there goes another legionary. And now that I have some archers on the walls, we're okay. I mean, I wasn't at risk of losing. It's just embarrassing that I totally forgot to put people into the towers. But yeah, the towers are now manned, and I'll suck up the loss of a few legionaries for me lapse of attention and judgment. We'll be alright. And there it is. So, I am down to some legionary loss, but not a big deal. I'm gonna blow up the Scorps to save me some gold. Deactivate the towers, and try to remember to actually activate them next time. And what do we got? We've got 8 swords and 6 pylon. Okay. Now a big push for brick everything. We did just get attacked. So now's the time, I think. Oh, was it? Oh, I'm out of stone. Okay. Wildlife running through everything is kind of annoying. Eh. Doesn't bother me any. Crime, murder. Ouch. That's annoying. That's going to hurt our happiness for a bit. Might be an indicator that it's time to push towards justice. Here. It just costs a boatload of gold. Thanks, corruption. It's not literally corruption, it's just the cost, but boatload of gold. So the insulation upgrade is now being offered. So if we take a look at, like, one of these domuses, we can get furniture upgrade, insulation upgrade for added comforts, using cloth, wood, brick, and that leads to luxury housing. Slightly bigger and more prestigious than the regular domus, with higher tax income. And then eventually, like, villas, which is for wealthy citizens, very high tax income. What to research next will be up to you. So in food would be sheep farming, houses would be lux housing, industry would be maybe towards clothes. Services and religion would be arena safety, and then city defense would be maybe ballista? Or better arrow upgrades, something like that. We're doing a massive gate upgrade undertaking here. Like half of our city walls are being upgraded. I hope we don't get attacked in the time it takes to make these upgrades. I mean, very likely we will, but you know, that's sometimes the fun of it. I'll upgrade these one at a time. It's being weird. I think it was because I didn't really have enough stone. The corruption begins when the taxes begin? Yeah. I'm gonna change how many people work in the iron mine, because we're just not using iron fast enough, so I'm going to reduce it down to like 3. And that will put more people in the quarry anyway. Which is useful in its own right. There we go. I think that's all of our wood walls becoming stone. Now, this is the symbol that you gotta freak out when you see. This, like, not enough resource symbol. So what this is saying is there's not enough stone for me to maintain my forum, my temple to Venus, or my fisherman hut. And if we continue to ignore this and don't source the stone, the buildings get destroyed. So you really don't want to be in that situation. So in that case, the best thing I can do is to gather any loose... Okay, I can't gather that stone because I know it's impassable. Gather any loose stone that there is around the map to bolster our stone supply, to make sure that we don't end up with a deficit where things crumble. So then I just queued up a whole bunch of stone gathering, and then I make sure that we are hiring stone gatherers. And that should help to prevent the buildings from crumbling, I hope. Because you're not given a lot of time. You need more stone, buildings will crumble. So this is just the stone upkeep is not being met. Alright, you guys want me to research something in services? So let's research arena safety. Oh, blacksmith priorities all the way down. They're not making tools. Touche. Thank you for noticing. Because our farmers weren't making bread as a result either. Okay, we've supplied enough stone for the temple not to get destroyed. One of the two. Temples are the worst, because when you lose a temple, if you don't have the brick, stone, or gold to maintain it, you get super screwed. No temple is very, very bad, because they will punish the bejesus out of you as a result. And I just tossed them some food, too. Okay, so we do have the stone to maintain, which is great. The income tick just happened, and nothing fell to ruin. I think it was, in this case, very useful to show you the mechanic, because I did warn throughout this stream, like, make sure you always have the upkeep material, or you get super, 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 super screwed. And that's what it looks like when you don't have it, and it's real bad. Especially when it hits food production or religion or anything like that. You know, because the gods get real upset and it snowballs fast. Blacksmith. Yeah, make tools, not weapons. I just realized. I was like, huh, my weapons are really, really high. Derp. There we go. Alright, so the blacksmith is actually properly making tools so that we can make bread again, which then should add to our health and happiness. And stone has been... Stone jumped back to where it should be. So I'll probably prioritize wood gathering over quarry working. And foresting, and then the stone gatherer all the way at the bottom. I'm going to disable one of the... Oh, that's the iron mine. Oopsie! Disable one of the quarries. Because we have a decent amount of stone now. So the big push now is to try to get the walls... built before I get murdered by barbarians and berserkers and dragons and the like. Actually, kind of surprised there hasn't been more mythological beasts. We did get one dragon at least, but no like Cerberus or Hydra or anything like that. Yet. So, what do you guys think? Blessing. More immigration or more divine protection? Immigration? You got it. 22% growth, 28% immigration. Nice. Are there dragons in Roman mythology? I don't know. Okay, arena safety is going to make it so that people don't die in the arena, but it does make it a lot more costly. So with that research complete, you guys can vote on what to research next. As far as food goes, probably get sheep farming, which is relatively inexpensive. I can afford it now. For houses and monuments, I would try to save up probably for luxury housing, which I could get that now. For industry, maybe I go towards cloth making, which requires me to get carpentry first, which is expensive, but I could get it now. For oh, hello, Mars. For services and religion, maybe justice. But it does cost a lot of gold, so I'd have to save up for it. But the reason for justice is we've had some murders and some arsons and whatnot, and saving up for that might be nice. And then for city defense, I would go towards barracks. Now that we have Mars, open up the favor here. Mars is going to get real pissed if I don't start making temples for him. So I am going to work towards that post-haste. So, Mars, I'm going to put your temple next to the arena. I think that would suit you. And that's going to be my top build priority. So current priority right now is build walls and build Mars's temple. And save up for a courthouse. So we'll go with services. I'm going to save up for a courthouse, which is 450 gold. So we did just upgrade the blessing for immigration. So I'm going to use that blessing for immigration to raise taxes to an unruly amount. Oh, we got more enemies. Alright. Lux houses do produce more gold, yes. As do villas. Higher quality houses, more gold. Generally how it goes. I don't really have any vacant beds, but I'll make one more hospitium. Just to tide us over. So most of my resources here are in the positive. I'm going to sacrifice a whole bunch of food to Mars just to appease him temporarily until his temple's done. And then let's go ahead and also get Northern Scorpions back up, because we have another northbound attack. There's parts of the walls up here that aren't stone yet, but I don't think that they're going to be prioritized for the raiders to raid. The other thing I might want is a few more troops. Bring our troop total legionnaires up to 20, which is the maximum we can get without barracks research. So culture in our little Yodaville city is falling behind, but everything else is pretty strong. Health, comfort, recreation, and safety, pretty decent. To offset the nosebleed prices of taxes. All right, blessing. So it's not left, right, and delay anymore. We can delay, actually. I'm going to choose delay. Well, it's for a year. So we can get health, fire rate, or attack rate. So health is kind of obvious. Fire rate is the fire rate of ballistas, scorpions, archers. And attack rate is the attack rate of ballistas, scorpions, archers. So have you choose one of those three blessings. Thank you, Mars. Oh, the attack rate is attack range. I'm just illiterate. Looks like you guys want attack rate, fire rate. So 7% faster for 12 months. Sweet. Remember to build scorpions? They're already built. I just need to... Oh, they're actually already staffed, too. Cool. And then I'll re-enable the archer towers now, because God knows I'm going to forget to do it. I know me. That's a me thing to do. So, our defenses are all set, and then we're also already training more military, getting ready for the attack incoming. here's the new units. Mustering and get ready for the defense. Alright, you guys wanted me to save up for justice. I am going to quickly get Divine Conquest, just because it's cheap, and then I'll save up for justice. It didn't really set me back. It sent me back like 10 gold out of the 450 I need to save up for justice. Not a big deal. So only the northeast section of the walls are yet to be done. Which doesn't surprise me, because it takes a long time to walk out there. As you can see, our citizens are like walking to the map edge, and that kind of sucks. The other thing is I'm low on wood, so I might need to change the amount of max builders here to, like, let's say 30, so that 10 of them are furloughed and going to wood gathering. Let's actually do 25. So 12 wood gatherers, because my wood was getting low, and I do not want that to hit 0. That would be death knell for our colony. Because almost every building has like a wood upkeep. Wood is the worst thing to bottom out on. Will some go left around the mountain? Maybe. I'll enable that. Tower. Maybe it's possible. I'm not entirely sure. So I'll prepare for that possibility. And also I'll put one archer in the town, or the 2 archers in the town, in case they do breach. Abundance of caution and all. Yeah, okay. He's quite happy. I'm gonna, sacrifice a little bit to all gods. I mean, obviously Jupiter's not really getting his share, but who cares? Divine Conquest is now... This enhancement allows you to organize and send out religious missions and quests to distant land. So I will enable Divine Conquest. And then, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is, yeah. So we can send out a conquest with citizens to gain favor instead of food or gold. So that's just a third type. Not that I need to do it right now. Just wanted to show you the option. And I think what I'll do is I will play a little bit longer until the Berserker fight comes. Because I know... I'm just about out of time, but I don't want to hit you with the cliffhanger of like, haha, prepared for this giant fight. But nope, because that would just be rude. Now that I have a lot of the brickwork upgrades that I needed, I'm just furloughing a bunch of the brick workers so they can work on wood gathering to make sure that our wood and stone doesn't go too low. Nice. Health is almost at 80%. Double checking the employment. Yep, Scorpion and Archers are employed. So I am actually ready to defend. And this is roughly the same size attack force that we had before. Few more Berserkers, few fewer Barbarians. The Berserkers are really the beefy ones. Even though they look the same, they're like elites. And it does look like they're all coming to the northern wall, which is great. One died. They actually spilled on through. Damn. They went straight for where the ballista operator was operating and took that wall down. Luckily, I still have some legionaries ready to deal with the berserkers that breached, and the towers are fully manned, so anything that gets through gets shot. So really, I lost like one wall segment and one stockpile, which in the scheme of things isn't terrible, and plus 7 legionaries against like 70 or 80 enemies or whatever. That's fine. And that, friends, is where I'm going to leave off. So I'm going to create a new save slot. And before I actually fully end the stream, I think it's also probably worth showing the roadmap. So I can't really speak to the pace of development. I don't follow this game that closely, but here's what is on the roadmap. So RTS-style armies, where you more defenses, traps, more enemy types, mythological creatures, etc. For building and culture, aqueducts, more Roman buildings and wonders, because I did see in chat you talking about like temples of Olympus, etc. Citizen behavior, AI, religious improvements, like more religion mechanics like blessings, economies and trading, trading with other colonies, late game production like wine or oil, environmental generation, for more biomes and maps, and then, you know, optimizations and feedback. So that, my friends, is where I am going to leave off for the stream. Thank you for tuning in to Roman Triumph, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Roman citizens.